Hey everyone, I honestly don't know what is going to happen in this video. Very unscripted, very just off the cuff. I just want to go over what I plan on doing in 2026 as far as collecting and gaming goes and life in general. Because on December 31st, 2025, I was working and doing Lyft and Uber, and my car decided to stop. So it's currently in the shop. I have absolutely no idea how much it's going to cost. The shop has been awful and hasn't even contacted me, so I'm about to have it towed somewhere else because this is just ridiculous. But that's currently what I'm looking at, which is awesome. I love owing a ton of money to people, and yeah, it's so fun. So that is why you've probably seen my video about me selling stuff and whatnot, because I'm just gonna get rid of a ton of things I own that I just don't need anymore, especially right now since life is very expensive, and I'm currently trying to get a more steady job because I think I'm just done with Uber and Lyft in general. I'll use it on the side once my car is working and whatnot, but like I don't want to do it full time ever again. It's too stressful. It's too uncertain. I mean, I could be out there for 8 hours and either make really good at like 200, 250 plus dollars, or I could have made less than 100 because of there's too many drivers on the road and not enough demand. So it's just not. It was fun while it lasted. Like I had just moved up to the Pacific Northwest and Washington area. It's beautiful, so I liked having that as a gig to help me see the beautiful state I've moved to. I've seen a lot of really neat nature and whatnot, but it's just so expensive. Car issues keep happening. I don't want to keep doing that. The drivers here are freaking ridiculous. Like, I highly recommend coming to Washington to visit and go in the on some hikes and whatnot, but I don't think I recommend moving here. The people here are so stupid. The drivers are awful. Like, I'm from Texas and people seem to know how to drive down there. It's so different. But here, some of the dumbest people, I've had to honk at people so many times just for staying at a green light or like not turning right on a red light, stuff like that. It's so freaking ridiculous. People are so dumb here. And I just want to get a more steady job, get off the road. It's more relaxing. I'd rather use this as my therapy as well. So here we are. Uh, and I just think it would be fun to make videos and do a steady job instead. So I feel less stressed and don't have to drive anymore. And that being said, this year we are going to be on a absolutely no buying like rule. I'm not gonna add anything to my collection as far as I can. Like, well, unless probably not. Yeah, I'm gonna try not to buy a single thing this entire year for my collection. My goal is to play through everything I own, whether it's to beat them or at least play them long enough to know that I like them enough to keep them. I don't want to keep games I don't know anything about anymore. I don't want to keep sealed games. I I don't want to keep games that don't interest me. I don't want to keep games that piss me off or that I just didn't enjoy. I want to own a more curated collection that is catered to me. And I think that's going to be fun to do. Because I'm finding even Switch games that I've decided to sell, which is very rare because I love my Switch collection, but like thinking through it, there's a few games there that I've either beaten or played enough, and I'm like that game's just not for me. It's so boring. It's overrated. Uh, I'm very picky, and I have a very niche taste, so I don't like a lot of popular games. I like my own thing, so I'm gonna make my collection catered to me, and I'm no longer gonna buy a bunch of fluff to sit on the shelves that I don't even have. The only time I'll do that in the future is like if I buy lots of games really cheap to add to the collection, I will sell stuff out of those I don't like, but I'm not gonna keep anything uh, that I have no intention of playing. There's just no point. It's a waste of space. I'm tired of moving it around everywhere. I am tired of holding on to it. I'm tired of not knowing what I own. I mean I have everything listed on the Game I app, but like I want to be able to know what I have in my head and not just have to look at an app all the time. And I found it so much more enjoyable these past 8 or so days that I've just been opening a bunch of sealed games I own. I'm finally playing through them. I've beaten a few of them already. Some of the short ones like Z Warp, which is a really fun shmup, and then I got the Psycho collection of shmups, which is extremely hard. I haven't beat a single one of those yet, but they're so fun. I've even played them on the easiest difficulty, and they're still kicking my ass. Uh, but I've just been playing through all the stuff that I've owned for years and I haven't touched because I keep buying more stuff that interests me more, or I lose, or I just forget about the stuff I've owned in the past. So it just feels nice to finally get to open and play stuff I already own and I've owned for years. It honestly feels like Christmas every day for me. Like, I it's been great. Aside from trying to get a job, like that's been stressful because it's hard to get those. But there's a McDonald's that opened up the road, so if I have to, I can probably get a job there. I just really would rather have retail. Uh, but if I have to, I'm gonna go up to that McDonald's soon and see if they can hire me. If not, I'm just gonna sell a bunch more stuff because like I have a ton of things I can sell to get me by for at least a couple months or more. I just don't want to because it's such a waste. I'd rather be making income and selling stuff to make extra income instead of just living off of one income. It's not a good idea. But I don't know. I just wanted to vent a little bit. I'm trying to think what else I could even say about this year. I should have wrote down some stuff honestly. I suck at this sort of thing. Um, like I don't know. Mainly, yeah, I think I've almost covered everything. Like I just want to play through everything I own to the point of knowing what it is and whether or not I'm gonna sell it. Like I've played a few things that have disappointed me and I've decided to sell them recently. So that's been nice. I just want to slim down my collection. And then I want to focus on recollecting in like a year or two when I'm more financially stable and just doing better, and then I can enjoy the hunt again. I miss hunting. I miss finding stuff really cheap. It's how I got most of my stuff anyway. I got it all cheap or even free at times because I would trade with people and whatnot. I also had a job where people would sell their used crap to us, and every now and then, like I hated that company with a passion, so I would buy stuff off of the customer instead of buying it into the store, which is definitely rounds it could have got me fired for sure. I risked my job every single day there though because they were a pathetic company to work for, and I bought so many things off customers instead of buying into the store. I told people not to trade to us multiple times. I've told people so many things about that company at the time when I was working at it. Like I drove so many customers away and I never got fired. Never got caught. Cuz which is really funny because other managers in that company, they never lasted a year under my DM. He fired everyone. It's a miracle that he never found out the stuff I was doing cuz I hated that company. I still do. I want to see them go out of business. They are not GameStop. I would love to see GameStop go out of business too, but it's gonna take a while probably, unfortunately. But no, that company I worked for them for multiple years. They never fired me, and they never found out half the stuff I did to them. So that was a fun few years. I miss it. I got so many things so cheap, but now I can sell it to make a profit and make myself less broke. So that's gonna be nice. And just getting to play all these old games, like finally, I've been playing Paper Mario on Nintendo 64 for the first time. That has been a blast. I've never played that game before, at least not all the way through. I played it a little bit at my cousin's off and on, but I never had it as a kid. I had Thousand Year Door, which I love. I love everything about that game, and I can't wait to replay it next because I still have it on GameCube. So I think I'll play it after I beat the N64 version. I'll probably take like a month or two off, but then I'm gonna play Thousand Year Door at some point this year, which is a replay. I've beaten it, but I just want to relive those memories after playing the N64 version, and hopefully, since they have ported the Thousand Year Door to modern consoles, hopefully we'll get an actual Paper Mario sequel at some point that isn't one of those awful spin-off Paper Mario games that took away all the fun RPG mechanics and the partner system. Like, why did they get rid of that? The partners are the best part. They're so funny, they're helpful. It's just, I could go on a rant about that. Like, the newer Paper Mario games just suck. They took all the fun away from the two good ones. Like, I've been so impressed with the N64 version so far. It's been great. Oh, plus, another thing, like, I have a couple multi carts for my retro consoles. I've got one for N64 that has a few hundred games. I've got uh, one on NES and Super Nintendo as well. So I want to play through those games that are all just ROMs, but I want to use that to determine what retro games I actually want to add to my collection in the future instead of just buying a bunch of fluff that I'm not going to play. I'll play the ROMs, see what I like, see what I don't like, and buy the ones I actually want. I think I'll use that to make an actual wish list. I also want to focus on some other hobbies this year. Like, I love gaming, I love collecting, but the I got really into the Vinland Saga anime a couple years back, and the manga just wrapped up last year, so I want to get the entire manga set somehow this year, even though I'm on like a no buying spree. But I would love to read through those if I can find them on a good deal, or maybe even get them for a birthday present. I don't know. But that would be like the only thing I'd want to buy this year because I really want to read that. I want to know how it ends. It's one of the best animes I've ever watched. I highly recommend it. It's only 2 seasons in, and we have no update on a three yet. So in case it never does get a season three, I'd at least be able to read the manga and know what happens to my favorite characters. So I look forward to that. But I really just want to focus on some other hobbies too. Like I hike a lot now. I want to explore the state a lot more now that I'd be driving less and less stressed out from that. I could use that excuse to actually go down to Mount Rainier, check that out, go hike there. I There's just so much I want to change this year. Like I'm gonna stay a gamer and collector, but like I want to do everything else. I want to enjoy life, and I want to take it easy and take it slower and just enjoy the things I own and not keep buying crap that I'm not gonna use. Like if I buy the Finland Saga manga, at least I would read them immediately. They're not just gonna sit on a shelf like these games have for the past few years. So, I'm trying to think. Hmm, that might be all I need to talk about. What else am I gonna do this year? I don't know. I'm just gonna focus on content. It's been really fun. I mean, obviously I'm not getting many views or anything, and that's fine. It's just been so fun to just chat and get a lot of stuff off my chest because I got no one else to talk to. So this has been nice, especially since I moved here like from Texas a year ago. I haven't really met any friends up here, and it's just nice to have this as a little way nice free therapy session. And I think I'm gonna end it around here because I can't think of anything else I'm gonna do really different this year. But thanks for having a chat with me, and until next time, I hope you all have a great day. Hope you're all having a better year than I am. Hopefully your cars work. Hopefully you have good jobs. Um, I'm usually good at that. It's just like I was enjoying driving until my car decided to kill itself. But I'm always good at getting a job. It'll take a little time to get the one that I want because I'll probably have to do some stupid fast food shit first. But we'll get a job I enjoy soon. I love retail. I'll do that. Maybe I'll open my own store. That would be another thing. Actually, let's talk about that real quick. Hold on. So, my biggest passion in life is gaming and collecting, obviously. But that store I ran in Texas for a few years, it just made me realize how much I would love to have my own store doing a similar thing, but under my control. And I'm thinking, like, I'm tempted. If I don't find something else to do that I enjoy a lot, that's profitable, I'm going to probably look into opening a store sometime this year, if that's even possible, because I know it would take a little bit of research and whatnot. I mean, I just gotta get a couple licenses and stuff like that. But finding a good location would be hard. Having the money would be hard. Obviously, I would probably have to get a loan. But if other things don't work out, I'll probably just look into that because in my current area, there would be absolutely no competition except for a couple of Game Stops, and they don't count. I mean, they're barely even game stores anymore. And what my store would do is games, anime, movie, collectibles, uh, toys, everything, vinyl records, CDs, everything. Everything entertainment wise that's just physical media. That's what I want to have in my store. And it's just so easy to make profit off that. That old store I ran in Texas, like they made profit and they didn't even know what the hell they were doing. Like they had stuff scattered along the floor. It was disgusting. They would buy in literally everything, and they still made profit. So, if an idiot like them can make profit in a terrible town that was just a dead end town with nothing but crackheads, then I think I could definitely make it in Washington, where there's also tons of crackheads and homeless idiots and crap like that. But I know I could make a profit if I just made it happen. But I'm gonna try some other things and see if I find something else that's more of a passion to do. I'm tired of not doing what I enjoy for life because life is too short to not be happy. So I'm gonna do whatever I can this year to try to make something of my life a little bit more and try to be happy. But I think it would be fun to have a store if I can't find other methods of money making. But because it would give a lot of stress and whatnot, but it would still be fun. I miss the customer interactions. I miss all that stuff so much, and seeing the cool stuff come in. I would like to add more stuff to my collection that way, really cheap, but is what it is. I might do it one day, might not. We'll see. But until then, I think I'm gonna go apply at some jobs. Maybe run up to McDonald's. Gotta do some laundry today too. Feels weird not having a car right now. But hope you all have a great day. I'm gonna have some more coffee and probably try to be productive today. But until next time, bye.